Hi folks, welcome back to our channel, where we talk about lifestyle, travel, work, and how to balance it all. This time we're traveling to Holbox. Isla Holbox is a small island in Quintana Roo state, Mexico. It is divided from mainland by Isla Lagoon that is home to a lot of bird species like storks, pelicans, and even flamingos. The car-free island between the Caribbean Sea and the Gulf of Mexico is rich in marine life such as sea turtles and whale sharks. Getting to Holbox involves a ferry from small town Chiquila. There are other buses running from Cancun to Chiquila. You can buy bus tickets ahead of time on any other bus station or online, even though we had some technical issues and website purchase didn't really work for us. On the other hand, ferry tickets cannot be bought online in advance and are only sold in Chiquila. When on board of Autobus from Cancun to Chiquila, company representatives will suggest you to buy round-trip ferry tickets. It's very convenient, considering there's no way to buy them beforehand, but be mindful that they only sell them for Blue Ferry. There's one important thing you need to know about ferries. Blue Ferry goes at the top of an hour, and Red Ferry on the bottom of an hour. For example, if you want to leave at 1 p.m., you should take a Blue Ferry, but if you want to leave at 1:30, Red Ferry should be your choice. Ferry ride takes about 35 minutes considering boarding, plus it's another 5 minutes walk between ferry terminal and the bus station. When we arrived to Holbox, we noticed local guides suggesting shuttle services to and from Cancun Airport, downtown Cancun, or even Playa del Carmen. We realized that that's what we should have done in the first place. It's faster and more convenient because we don't have to care about making it on time on the bus from ferry and carrying all our luggage back and forth in Chiquila. Oh well, I wish we knew this ahead of time. Please let us know in the comment section below if anyone has used shuttle services. One-way other tickets will cost you 316 pesos, plus 220 pesos for ferry ride, whereas shuttle charges you 350 pesos. I hope this information helps you when you plan your trip to Holbox. You can go a minute back in this video to see information about one of these companies. Beaches on Holbox. When you take a ferry from Chiquila, you're crossing Isla Laguna. It's home to different kinds of birds like pelicans, storks, or even flamingos. There's no beaches on Laguna side, so generally speaking, there's only one beach called Playa Holbox, which is on the Gulf of Mexico. It stretches from downtown Holbox and goes all the way till Bird Sanctuary Protected Zone. The water is shallow and it can get really windy, which can be great conditions for kite surfing. Playa Holbox has beach clubs all along the water, and you can rent beach beds from 40 pesos per hour up to around 900 pesos per day. One of the beach clubs we went to charged us 500 pesos a day per person, which we could spend on food and drinks. We ended up ordering a couple of cocktails and full-on lunches with fish, rice, and paninis. And Another nice beach on Holbox is Punta Coco. It's located roughly 2.5 kilometers from downtown on the western edge of the island, and it's a great place for sunset views. We visited this beach twice. Once was at night. Our taxi driver suggested that we go check out the plankton at night, and he suggested we go there between 7:30 p.m. till 10 p.m. before the moon is up. And we were expecting to see some magnificent bioluminescent views like in the movies, but actually plankton was hiding somewhere, so we had to disturb the water to see it. And we did see some lights, and it was very beautiful. But later we found out that the season for plankton is actually in the summer months, and we were visiting in the winter, so that's understandable and actually a good reason to come back in the summer. Second time we went to Punta Cocos was during the day, and it was simply beautiful. Quiet, peaceful, no crowds, no waves, and just beautiful colors around. It's more on the quieter side, so if you don't mind not having access to downtown, then it will be a great choice for you. We stayed closer to Punta Cocos in our first Airbnb, and every time we wanted to go to a beach club, we had to walk for about 15 minutes or take a taxi. So if you're someone who wants to have access to downtown action, then you should probably choose your accommodation closer to Playa Holbox. The first accommodation we were staying in, the villa closer to Punta Cocos, cost us roughly 450 Canadian dollars a night. And the next 2 nights we're going to be staying in downtown, and it costs around $250 a night. Roads and getting around. There's no roads in Holbox. They're just non-existent. Cars are not allowed on the island, and the only transportation available is golf carts. You can get a taxi or rent it for your own use. The roads are all unpaved and sandy. The day before we arrived on the island, they had a really heavy rain, and all roads had huge puddles and became really messy and muddy. Getting around on foot was really uncomfortable. We lived 15 minutes away from downtown, and what could have been a very relaxing walk became quite a challenging adventure. There. As you can see, the roads are very muddy, and the rain was here about 5 days ago, so I don't know how long it's gonna take for them to get back to normal, but that's how our walk looks like from home to downtown. Most of the time we just walked on the beach, but on the nights of big tide the water was too close, so we had to take a taxi. Consider this when booking your accommodation in Holbox. Staying in a vibrant and noisy downtown close to main beach can save you a lot of time and hustle with getting around, whereas if you're willing to sacrifice closeness to main attractions and can tolerate messy and bumpy rides home, you'll be rewarded with calm and peaceful accommodations closer to Punta Coco. Here's some quick tips you may find useful. There's no big supermarkets on the island, only convenience stores with limited supply. Wi-Fi is very weak. It's not suitable for working. Cellular coverage is also not stable. We had local SIM card and still didn't get signal on some of the parts of the island. Water is not potable. Make sure to buy drinking water. If you want to exchange your other bus ticket, you can only do it in Chiquila. Currency exchange is limited and usually has big lineups. We hope you find this video helpful and you can learn from our mistakes and make your experience more pleasant. Please smash that like button and subscribe to see more videos like this on lifestyle, travel, work, and their balance.